Hey everybody, I'm back here with another Thomas Wooden Railway item to discuss. So I'll bring in Old Style Duncan right now. So Old Style Duncan, he's Duncan. He was one of the engines that as a kid I could never find, and I had Scarloey, Rheneas, Sir Handel, Peter Sam, and then I couldn't find Duncan. I had Rusty and I had Duke at the time. I didn't have Freddy or Ivo here because those came later. But I could never find Duncan. And then actually, in 2008, I bought the DVD Thomas and the Special Letter, and it came with Duncan. So that was my main motivation. So I've only had this Duncan for a few years, but he's old style Duncan. Now, Duncan in the Railway series and the TV series, he is just very he's rebellious. He is not even in my series, he continues to cause trouble. Sometimes he comes up with inspirational quotes. Other times he feuds with Smudger and Sir Handel, as noted in Find That Bike, or even has disagreements with passengers and Duncan and the passengers. So Duncan's kind of all over the place. But at the same time, I think if the Reverend W. Audrey hadn't come up with Duncan, I think the narrow gauge series would have been very uneventful. Because if you look at those series, Duncan has a role in them, one or the other. It could be rock and roll or any of that stuff. Duncan gets spooked. Well, that wasn't really a Railway series episode, but I think he's a very interesting character. Now let's take a look at this Duncan because he's old style Duncan, but he's new, so he doesn't have any of the eyebrows chipped off or rubbed off, and he doesn't have any paint chipped off or any of that. So I think this Duncan is a pretty accurate model. If you take a look at the model from the TV series. Personally, I'll say when I introduce the new style Duncan, I'll say this Duncan totally beats the heck out of that Duncan. Because you guys will see here in a bit if you don't have the new style Duncan. But this one in excellent shape. I've kept it pretty darn good. Duncan on the bottom, and I can guess, maybe this is made in 2003. I am correct. So let's bring in new style Duncan. Now, if you guys are prone to fits and stuff, and all that random stuff that you have, if you see bad Thomas Wooden Railway models, then please close your eyes, because here comes new style Duncan. I know when I first saw this, I was like, ugh. It just looks ugly just from the side here. So this Duncan supposedly has more detail than that Duncan, but I think this Duncan with the less detail is better than this one. So as you can see, he has his random stripes here by his name. His nameplate has been moved around on here, but his cab remains the same, which is pretty nice. So I'll just quickly turn him around to this side so you get a view there. This Duncan, he may look pretty detailed, but when you guys see this is just, ugh. I don't know why. The thing that never caught on to me with either of these Duncans is that Duncan mostly had a mad face in the TV series. If you look at it, it was either a mad face or he was he was being he was using trickery, or he was being very sly. He had that kind of grin to his face, but he also had the down eyebrows. So the smiling Duncan doesn't really show any of that. But Duncan's face right here, I don't know why, it's just ugh. I honestly can't even stand it. To give you guys more detail, Duncan has a lamp back there, which is a nice detail, and he also has coal. See the black things? He also has coal back there. Other than that, I can say no good about this Duncan. He is just, I don't know why. This Duncan I think was perfectly good. It was one of the better learning curve models that got it right the first time, and then they introduced this Duncan for a limited time in 2009, I believe, or 2010, one of those. And I don't think it will do really well. So I have this Duncan, and I also have one in the package, just because it said limited time only. And I got it for like $8 off of eBay, because there's just one seller. I'm not going to reveal his name, but he's selling some new items like Bell and Flynn and Norman, Paxton and Sydney for like $8, free shipping. It's a big steal. But if you guys look around for the new items, I'm pretty sure you'll find them. He sells them. He has like 20 of them, and they're gone in a few days. He's a very popular seller, but I don't want to give away any of my secrets right now. So this here is my old style Duncan. Thanks for watching this Thomas Wooden Railway discussion.